If you find your current life stable and comfortable, be terrified. In the underlying logic of economics, comfort is never a state of being. It's a sedative precision engineered for the poverty trap. Today, we aren't talking about hard work. We are talking about the self-destruct sequence written in your genes that is turning you into industrial fuel. Why is escaping poverty so difficult? Because poverty is an exquisitely designed evolutionary trap. It is an operating system that perfectly aligns with human genetic presets to make you feel safe. It leverages your desire for stability, your fear of the unknown, and your dependence on short-term dopamine to keep you stuck in place. The most terrifying aspect is that this trap is incredibly comfortable. It caters to human nature, making you sink unconsciously until you completely lose your escape velocity. If you find yourself in this dead loop, saving more but finding fewer breakthroughs, seeking stability but missing new opportunities, you must realize that the only way out is a three-word mantra: anti-human nature. Anything that makes you feel comfortable or habituated must be avoided at this stage. Those habits are the bars of the cage that form your comfort zone. To escape poverty, you must commit to these 6 points, especially the last one, the underlying code for changing your destiny. 1. Discard the useless concept of face. Often, the lower one's position, the more fragile their ego becomes. Fearing judgment, people borrow money to buy luxury goods just to prove their worth. The essence of this behavior is, you are paying interest on other people's opinions. True status is not given by others. It is supported by your own strength. What you perceive as others looking down on you is actually a reflection of your own internal insecurity. From today on, throw face into the trash. Don't pay a premium for vanity. Let them judge. Only you know your goals and what price you are willing to pay to achieve them. The person who truly terrifies competitors is the one who can sacrifice all vanity for a single goal. 2. Compress survival consumption to the absolute minimum. In the early stages of wealth accumulation, investment and consumption are in absolute opposition. Every cent of output is either consumed and turned into waste, or invested and turned into a future asset. The more you leave for consumption, the less leverage you have for the future. Many fail to escape poverty because they want to improve their lifestyle as soon as they have money, but they never think to improve their mindset. The poorer you are, the more you must restrain cheap material desires. Manage your life like a company on the brink of bankruptcy. Every cent saved is a bullet for your future breakthrough. 3. Establish absolute priority for knowledge investment. I am not talking about buying financial products. For someone with very little capital, any financial return is pale in the face of inflation. Your best investment target will always be yourself. Spend money on learning. Use the money saved from food and entertainment to buy books and pay for real mentors. If you don't have the cash, use reasonable credit leverage to obtain high-dimensional information. Remember, top-tier knowledge is always expensive. It is expensive for a reason. It saves you years of detours. Money can be earned again, but time is an original capital you can never buy back. 4. Have the courage to fall into pits. Early, many smart people refuse to try anything because they fear being harvested. This over-defensive mindset is another form of poverty. The tuition fees of life must be paid in full. If you don't fall into these pits while you are poor, the pits will only be larger and more fatal when you are older. Experience failure early. The earlier you try and fail, the lower the cost of recognizing the rules of the world. You already have nothing. What can they truly take from you? Try more, fail small, and develop the instinct to recognize opportunities when the stakes are high. 5. Proactively embrace uncertainty. A poverty brain craves stability. However, in the logic of economics, excess returns are only found at the heart of uncertainty. If you only chase a fixed monthly salary, you will only receive the depreciated value of your labor. To break through, you must learn to bet on uncertainty. This requires building your own judgment. While others fear the unknown, you see the opportunity. While others fear the fluctuation, you hold steady. The poorer you are, the less you should trade simple time for money, and the more you should try to leverage wealth with results and value. 6. Forcefully switch your ecosystem. This is the most critical point. Humans are products of their environment. Your logic and judgment are mostly imposed on you by your surroundings. A fish is the last to discover water, lest it leaps out. You must have superego awareness, standing at a higher perspective to re-examine yourself. You need to proactively choose an environment that can reshape you. Leave your initial surroundings and go to big cities where competition is fiercest and talent is most dense. Imitate the thought patterns of winners and observe the behavioral models of elite talent. This switch will cause intense discomfort, but that is the signal of your soul restructuring. Only by leaving the old world that makes you feel comfortable can you grow the wings of wealth. I'm Lenswide. Subscribe for more economic insights.